Hey everyone, I'm Morgan with Appalachian Sustainable Development and here today to talk to you about season extension. So I'm here at a raised bed, and season extension is basically just the way to get the most out of your garden. It really is what it sounds like, extending the growing season. So there are a few different ways you can do this. So one is to have a greenhouse, but that can be really expensive. You can also have a hoop house, which is kind of like a greenhouse, but no heat. And then if you have a smaller raised bed like this, one of the best ways you can extend your season is with row covers. So that's what we're gonna do today. We have planted some cool weather crops in here, and cool weather crops like the spring and the fall, but they can still grow even in the winter. The only thing they really need is protection from the frost. So this row cover fabric, it lets all of the light get through and keeps the heat inside. And then that heat is trapped under that cover. So this is really great for things like kale, kohlrabi, lettuce, spinach, a lot of those greens that you want to grow in the spring and the fall because that's what they prefer. You can keep harvesting into December, maybe even January if you're lucky. The first step to install a row cover is to put your support wires in. You want to space those out at maximum 6 feet apart. So in this 8-foot long bed, we are going to use 3 support hoops, 2 on the ends and 1 in the middle. Once we have those in place, we will unroll our row cover and line it up with the garden bed. At each end of the garden bed, we'll pull the row cover over the top so it's covering the entire thing. Finally, we'll put on some clips so that the row cover stays on the support hoops, and we'll kind of close off the ends because that really helps to keep that heat in that we want. So row covers work for cool weather crops really well, but they don't work for warm season crops. That's because things like tomatoes and peppers, they really need a certain amount of sunlight that we just don't get in those winter months. But the cooler season crops like kale, that can grow all year. You can still be harvesting kale that you planted in October in March. All right, so we are all set. We have our row cover on, and we will hopefully have cool season crops all through the winter now. Stay up to date on gardening facts and news with ASD, so follow us on social, on YouTube, all the places. Thanks.